Guys, welcome back, Divine Essence Tarot. So tonight we're going to take a look at Libra. And you guys know that I'm a Libra sun. Okay, I don't know if you knew that, but yes, I am. And I also have Leo rising. I have my moon in Virgo, just to give you guys a little bit about who I am. We're going to take a look at your finances. We're also going to take a look at love, okay? Let's look at both, just to give you a wide view. And I have two different decks that I'm going to use. So we'll have a good opportunity to see really in depth what's happening here with you. If you guys need a personal reading, what I would do is email me, which you'll find that information in my description. And you can hit me there and I'll take care of you. You can also visit me on TikTok, where I have different videos, not the same ones that you see here, totally different. And we can party over there as well. Now let's dig right in. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Libra. I want to take a look at your finances and what energy that you're currently in first. And then we'll end it with love, okay? Love ain't got to be first every time, okay? There's other things going on besides love, right? And relationships, okay? So, Spirit, please show me what I need to see for Libra and their finances at this time. Now, mind you, the messages that I give, it's a general reading. This is not personal, right? If you need personal, I just told you go to my description and I'll take care of you there. But when I give the messages, what is resonating for you, let it be for you. And whatever doesn't resonate, it's okay. You can leave it for someone else. It's totally fine. But I have the Fool energy here. When it comes to your finances, this is what's going on here. Okay? And I'll explain in just a few. Tell me more, Spirit. Some of you could have a dog, a small dog, like a little miniature something. The dog could be white. Not all of you, for some. But we have the Judgment as well when it comes to your finances. So what I'm getting is that there's something that you could be taking a chance on at this time with this Fool energy. You see how on this card, it looks like he's stepping off of a cliff. But he's not even looking where he's going. He's just taking a chance, a blind chance. And whatever happens, just letting it happen, you know. And I feel that's where you are when it comes to something that you have going on in your life. It could be a new venture, like a business idea or a new business plan. This could be a new job, okay? Because the Fool represents new opportunities. So when it comes to your money, some of you could be looking for a new job at this time, or you just started a new job. So you have a whole new position with a new company and you feel good about it. You see all the yellow. So the yellow in tarot represents positivity and the fact that you feel like this is the best move for you to make, okay? So, yeah, as far as your finances, you could also, like I said, be taking a chance in some type of way. So you could be investing, some of you, in something or someone and not knowing too much about it, not really having done your research, but just taking a chance that everything will pan out the way that you want it to, okay? With this Judgment that came out, I always pull a card along with the first card. So this was the first card. The next card that I pull it to confirm that first card. So you guys will know how it works. But I just feel like there could be something that with your finances that you did and you now have like an aha moment when it comes to this. So for example, you maybe put your money somewhere, or you could have blown your money in some sort of way, and you realized that it wasn't something that needed to be done, or if you feel like you made the wrong choice, but you're realizing where you went wrong when it comes to it. Okay, this could also be the fact that, again, for a lot of you that you're leaving your old job, you had a clarity, a moment of clarity when it comes to that old position. You realized something when it came to that position. You realized that you didn't belong there. Or you also could have realized that this was something that was holding you back. A lot of positions there's no room for growth, for example. So you could have felt like, I'm stifling myself by being here. I need to go somewhere where I can grow, where there's no ceiling. I can really level up. And so you had an aha moment when it comes to this. Okay, so there could be all these messages that I get. There's different messages, and it is for someone. Okay, so it's not going to be for everyone out there. All right, now let's take a look at your current energy and what is just going on with you internally right now. Not money, not love, just how you feel, Libra, at this time. How are you feeling? What are you thinking about? You know, those kind of things. How is Libra feeling at this time, Spirit? How is Libra currently feeling? The Queen of Cups reversed. All right, I'll show you in the upright so you can see. I always like to reverse it so you can see it the way that you can really take a look at it, because if it's reversed, it's hard for you to really understand what's going on. But this is the Queen of Cups. Okay, some of you could have water in your chart somewhere. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, clearly you're a Libra sun if you're here with me, right? But you could have water in your chart. When this card comes reversed, it shows that right now, you see how she's holding that cup? Cups represent emotions, feelings, and I just feel like right now, being it came reversed like this, it shows that at this time, you are not leading from a heart space when it comes to love, relationships, things like this. You are more head over heart right now, okay? We could see why. We can dig more and see why, but I just get that a lot of you Libras, you guys are not, you're like emotionally void right now, okay? You're not in a place where you're able to give to a connection. You could just be busy. It could be many different reasons. You could be busy handling business. Your focus has switched from relationships to you know, self-care, things like this. But you are, when it comes to like the love and the heart space and relationships, this just shows that you're not focused on it. Put it that way. My Libras, you are definitely not putting love first right now. You are putting yourself first. And a lot of times that happens because we have put others before us first for so long. So at this point, now you're at a place where you're like, no more. I am putting myself first. I'm focused on you. A lot of you could have a business. The Queen of Cups is someone who's very business minded. You could have multiple businesses, you know, other streams of income, not just one. Queens are leaders. So you're somebody who, you know, you don't wait for things to come to you. You get up and make things happen. You're an action taker. So, you know, you are a boss in your own right, whether you're a man or a woman. This is boss energy right here. So you're not somebody who takes orders, you give the orders. That's who the Queen is. You're the one in charge. You're in charge of your life. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. And I just feel like being that this came reversed, it just shows that right now your main focus is not love. Tell me more. There, look. Okay, so this is the 9 of Cups. More cups, guys. So we have 9 cups here, and then we have 1 cup that she's holding, the Queen. So that's a 10, right? And 10 of Cups is the ultimate fulfillment, right? But when this comes reversed, when this card right here, the 9 of Cups comes reversed, this means that you could be at this time feeling, for whatever reason, even though you're this boss energy, you could be feeling like in some areas you're not enough. You know, you could be feeling like there's areas that you need to work on so that you can be your best self. And I'm just seeing there could be, you know, some of you are dealing with depression. Some of you could be dealing with, you know, undiagnosed issues where, you know, your self-esteem is affected. Because when in the upright, this is having all the self-esteem. This is like, I know I'm the shit. I know who I am. You know, nobody's going to take that from me. And it's like you hold yourself at a high regard. But when it comes reversed, you could be in a dark place right now. Just because you come out as the Queen of Cups doesn't mean you don't have your moments where you feel, Libra, like, damn, I don't have the things that I should have. Or there's so much more that I want to have, and that you feel that you're lacking in, okay? So, for example, Some of you could not be in the career that you want. You could be in an industry that you never even thought you would be in. You could not have the money that you want. You could not have the car that you want. But you still, even though, it just shows me that even though you feel like you're lacking in some areas, you still have that pride about yourself with this Queen of Cups, because she came upright. So that means that you still have this high confidence, but it's like a battle. It's like some days you wake up and you're ready to go to face the world, and other days you're like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired, you know, and that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that, Libra. And as a Libra, I understand, because we have those scales, right? And when those scales feel unbalanced and we feel like we're lacking in some way, I can understand that, why you would feel like not enough at some time. You know, in some areas in your life, you feel that way. But that's perfectly normal, especially for a Libra. We have to feel that balance in all areas for us to be okay. And I get that. I understand that. Okay. So now, what would be some advice for Libra, Spirit? Let's get some advice on, you know, because I feel like that's something that you need. Advice on how to really deal with that. Tell me more. Yeah, look. So this is the Two of Pentacles. I'll show you in the upright. It came reversed. So it just shows me that you right now, Libra, you have so much that you see how this character has, it looks like they're juggling these two pentacles. You know, you have a lot on your plate. This is the card of having so much on your plate. It feels like you can't even breathe sometimes. It's like you sometimes feel that you are drowning in responsibilities. This is responsibility after responsibility, so much that you have to do. And I feel that some of you are doing it all alone, no help, no support for some, or very little support. So you feel like you're stuck, okay? There's a stuck energy, Libra. But Spirit is saying that some of these things that you are carrying, some of these tasks, you could take and relieve some of these things. Make a list. I would say make even a list where, you know, you write down your priorities from greatest to least. And the things that are not so important, don't worry about them right now. You know, only tackle the things that are the most important. So that way you don't feel this overwhelm, you know, because that's something that, let me tell you something, stress is a killer. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to hurt yourself physically, mentally. You can become exhausted. You can also have burnout. And I feel like that's where a lot of my Libras are right now, because you are the boss. So you have so many responsibilities, so many things that you have to do between kids and job and personal life. It's a lot, and I get it. But Spirit is saying drop the things, and I'm getting this message because I do hear the messages. I'm clairaudient. I'm also clairvoyant, where I can see the messages in the cards, but I also get downloads from my guides. I get downloads from my angels and my spirit team in general. And what I'm hearing is that you guys need to know that overwhelming yourself and also worrying about all these things at once, it's not going to help you. It's not. It's only going to hurt you. So that, you know, they want you to lighten your load, being that this came reversed. Tell me more, Spirit. Look at this. Look at this. Air. Now, swords represent air. This is the Six of Swords. Okay? This is your card that came out here, Libra. This is walking away from rough waters. You see how, let me show you. Let me point it out right here. See how this character here in the boat is taking off. She has a child with her. Okay, some of you could have a child or children, but there's rough waters here. She's moving in this boat away from the rough waters into the calm. Spirit is saying, because I see it. I see that there's something, it could be someone also, guys, that is causing you a lot of stress, okay? This could be a job-related situation. This could be a relationship. We're going to get ready to get into the relationship part of this reading. So we're going to see if this is someone that you're dealing with that's causing you stress. But being that these swords came out like this, swords are what's going on in your mind. This person or this thing, this environment that you're in, Spirit is saying walk away from it. Leave it. Leave it. If it's a job, it's causing you stress, You're fighting, you're arguing, you're not getting along with the co-workers, your boss, whatever. Go, leave. You have to go. You have to find something new so you can move out of that space. If it's a love relationship, take your child. I don't care if this child, you had this kid with this person or not. If they are causing you too much mental strife and anguish, you need to leave. Spirit is giving you advice here. It's for you to get away. They're saying hop in that car, take a Uber, take a bus, plane, whatever form of transportation you need to take, and get away from that person. Okay? And this is the fact that I can see that you don't want to go. You don't want to leave this situation. You don't want to leave this person, but you know that you have to for your better good, for your higher good, right? And for your own peace. You need peace. So Spirit is showing me that your peace is being affected by whatever this is. And that's the last thing that you want. Okay? Because if you don't have peace, what the hell do you have? Okay? Now, let's look at, I want to take a look, guys, at your relationship status and what's going on. Okay? Spirit, please show me what Libra's love life looks like at this time. What is going on? Who are you dealing with, if anybody? And I know, again, as I said before, some of you are not dealing with anyone because you're not in that space of that. Your heart is like wrapped up in tackling all your goals, self-care. You know, some of you are taking care of yourself better. You're eating better. You're losing weight, things like this. And you're just not in the place of really wanting to take anybody serious when it comes to love. Now, for those of you who are in that space, this is not for you. But if it comes out when we pull that there's a person, then this is for the Libras that have someone, okay, that they're dealing with, all right? Or that they have left someone, okay? But we're going to see how this unfolds right now. Spirit, please show me what Libra's love life looks like. Okay, so swords came out again, guys. All right, big Libra energy, big. We have 4 of swords, and I'll show you in the upright what it looks like. It came reversed, so it came upside down, this card. You have been, Libra, taking some time, and more recently you've been by yourself. As I said before, single. This is single energy. This is, you see how he's laying there? He's not moving. He's not talking. And you see those swords represent, again, the mind. So you have been in your head. You're thinking. Some of you have been praying. You see how he's in the praying stance? You've been praying to God on a situation, something that has been heavy on your mind, but something that you had to take a break from, because this is what the 4 of Swords is all about. Taking a break, being quiet, removing your energy, and just being alone. And, you know, for me, being that this came reversed, now you're ready to come out of that. You have been, for a lot of you, you've been single, but I see that at this time, being it came reversed, you're ready to come out of that singlehood. You're ready to get back out there and rejoin the world, rejoin the dating world, hop on those dating apps, go on those dates. You're ready to do that now. You are in a place for that. So I'm getting a 50-50. Some of you are not in that space, but others of you are. Perfect for a Libra, right? That is 50-50. The energy is literally 50-50 is what I'm getting. Half of you are with, you know, this whole dating scene, and the other half are like, I don't want it, I don't need it. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. The Justice reversed. The Justice is a Libra card. Okay, it came reversed, guys. I'll show you in the upright. You see this character holding the scales over there, and then in one hand she's holding that sword. More swords, right? We have 4 swords here. We got 1 sword here, so that's 5 swords. Somebody, let me tell you something. Being that this came reversed, this is the Justice card. This came reversed. There was someone, the reason why you took a break from dating, this is what they want me to know. Thank you, Spirit. The reason you took a break from dating and you went in this like hermit energy almost, where you didn't want to be bothered with anybody. You just wanted to be to yourself, focus on yourself, stay prayed up. You were asking God a lot of questions. Why did this happen to me? Why, you know, why me? And also I feel a lot of you were asking for protection because you had dealt with someone, the last person that you dealt with, I can see what they did. 5 of Swords came out. We added this sword and the other 4 swords. That's 5. The card in the tarot for 5 of swords is someone who's very manipulative, somebody who I see you had to argue with all the time. They wanted to clash with you. They wanted to upset you. That was what they love to do. This is someone who was very toxic. And with this justice being reversed, they were unfair to you in the relationship. You came in very just and very much balanced. And you also were open to being very communicative with them. You didn't hold back how you felt. You let them know what you were thinking. But in turn, they gave you the justice reversed. So you felt like you were slighted by this person and that they didn't show up and give you the same energy that you gave them, Libra. And this is someone who also could have shut down when it comes to communication, being this sword here is reversed on this card. But yeah, 5 of swords is also about wanting to win at all costs. I'll say that. So you were dealing with somebody that you had to take a break from, who when they would argue with you, all they cared about is winning the fight. They didn't care if what they were saying to you was hurting you. They didn't care if it came out wrong. They didn't care if they rubbed you wrong, if they had took it too far. They didn't think about the consequences. This is someone who, as long as they won and they felt like they won the fight and they had one up on you, or maybe they yelled and screamed to the point where you would be quiet, and they were yelling and screaming the whole time, and that caused you to be quiet, Libra. They felt like they had the power. This is someone who had a power struggle with you. You felt like, the thing is, you weren't competing for power. They were. So they were the only ones that were competing, but they felt like they had to. This is somebody who they have insecurity issues. They have low self-esteem, which is why they show up in this kind of energy. Because I see how you showed up. You were very honest with this person and very fair to them. But they gave you injustice. That's why it came reversed. So because they did that, that's why you did this. As soon as they did that, you did this. I feel like you took your energy back and you stopped talking to them. For a lot of you, you didn't even give them a reason. You just stopped talking. You just disappeared. A lot of y'all ghosted this person. Okay? This is taking a break because this person they made your head hurt. They gave you headaches. This is somebody who all you wanted to do was have like a really a balanced connection with this person. And they came in and they rocked the boat. Okay? Now, what else do we want to see? I would say let's end it and see what's the advice when it comes to love. What's the advice when it comes to your love life? For Libra, what's the advice for love? The Emperor reversed. Oh my God. Guys. This is who I just described. This is the Emperor reversed. This is someone who, they came in, and I told you, they have an issue with power struggle. This is someone who has to be controlling. It came like this. They're showing me who this person is. If this person comes back, Libra, tell me more. If they come back, it's going to be up to you. But Spirit is saying that this is someone with this Page of Wands now. Now, they came out as 2 really bad cards. They come out as the Emperor reversed, okay? Somebody who, they're manipulative, they're angry. You see all that red and all that fire? This is someone who their temper could go from 0 to 100 like quick. And you would sit back, Libra, and wonder, what the hell just happened? It wasn't even that serious. This person had a temper that was unpredictable. You know how fire is unpredictable? That's what I'm getting with all this fire. This is somebody who was, their actions and their attitude was unpredictable. So they were moody, very moody. They could have fire in their chart also, because the Page of Wands came out, and Wands represent fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. But they're coming out, Pages are the youngest in the deck. They're very immature. This is someone who, Pages always bring messages. So they're going to message you. That's what they want you to know. When this person comes in, it's going to totally be up to you. I can't tell you what to do. But Page of Wands just shows, you see that wand that he's holding? This person is, they have a lot of passion for you. I will say that. But it's a very immature energy. And so this person could be, Wands represents sex, passion. They represent other things too in tarot, but in this case, that's what I'm getting. And they're going to come in and they want to have sex with you, okay? They want to roll around in the bed with you. Now, being that they're coming out as the page, I feel like they don't have much else that they want to offer you. They don't have the stability that you're looking for, because as a Libra, I know that that's what you want and that's what you need. And I feel that for a lot of you, you're not going to settle. And so when this person comes, they might have a, let's see how you're going to react. That's what I want to see before I leave. How will you, in turn, what's going to be your energy when they come in? Okay, let's take a peek. How will Libra handle this when this person comes in? This is what I want to see. Yo, if this, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to show you in the upright. This is the Ace of Cups. But this card came reversed, guys. It's a no-go for this person. Like, they can wrap it up. They can pack it up, because I see that this is going to be a missed opportunity for this person. So when the aces come upright, that means that it's a new beginning. Aces in tarot always represent fresh starts, new beginning, you know, retrying the relationship again. This came reversed. So when they come in, you're going to be rejecting them. You don't have nothing for this person. You definitely not cracking your legs open or whipping that wand out that you have, guys, for this person. No, Libra, you're not. Because really, they put you through too much. They thought too highly of themselves. I feel like this is someone who just thought they were the shit. And because of that, it turns you off. So you don't even look at this person the same way. You look at this person as trash, as nothing. So you're going to be rejecting this. And I'm so proud of you guys. That's what I wanted to see. Oh my God, that's what I wanted to see. I love you. I'm going to wrap it up. I have some things I need to do. And I will see you guys again soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you. Thank you for coming, guys. Thanks for liking too and commenting. I appreciate that. I see what you guys are doing. All right. I talk back, so you guys know.